After sneaking part of the industrial sector for a couple of days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying dead machine. However, upon closer inspection, I'm not entirely sure all of these components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanical with custom tooled parts, right? Everything would have to be modular for all of these mechanicals to run efficiently. I'll tool around with things for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimentation, things are starting to come together, but I still don't have it down to an exact science. For instance, there's something wrong with the memory processing core that I can't seem to sort out. When I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing sound and refuses to respond to any feedback. I removed it, bugged it, and branched a few times, and that seemed to stop the buzzing. Things seems like they were working for a few seconds after I installed it again, but now there is a sharp clicking noise every few seconds, and the damn thing, right stabilizer, won't stop twitching. I'll try removing the processing core again and give it a few good whacks. That'll learn it. Okay, we have more skills points. We can start pickpocketing if we do all this. We have to apply with E. I definitely want this stuff. And then we have two points. We could get engineering. That's cool. I think I'm gonna go for tech right now. Hopefully we don't die right away. I gotta check out the new weapon. Some weapon can charge up for a bigger attack. Hold the attack button to build an energy and then release the attack. Hey Grace.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for a light, I need some answer.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
Okay. She's here, and so no problem if you wanna keep going with that conversation.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies. Keep your wits about you.
I really wanna try pickpocket.
Keep your wits about you, friend. If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Who's Stefan?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Something you need?
Okay.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Well, it's steel. I need to be more careful.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Adelaide.
Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Hold on, you guys can fly?
My goodness. Aren't you just charming?
Is this your greenhouse?
Dear, the garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Never knew you could grow a tree in a garden.
Ah, cynicism. The privilege of the young. What you need is a little taste of my special mushroom soup. It'll broaden your mind. Or at least your irises.
Reed sent me to make a peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
So we can see you made your point clear enough. I'll see what I can do. I don't much like you throwing that in our face to get me on your side. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you. What happened to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay. Password Silent Spring. Password accept. Welcome, McDavid. May the Eternal bless my first in the war. It's been 2 days since I walked away from my life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanic labs are still operational, mostly the soil soul. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of salt tuna lingering on my tongue. Day in, day out. I want something fresh, something that grew out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater. Ex-worker now. The desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Its style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of green. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Okay. It's dangerous to steal it from here. She's kinda looking this way, so I don't know what I should do.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, okay. I need to drink. Okay, I'm outside. It's a bit scary because I'm taking a lot of stuff from the city.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
A flywheel? We got it. What's a flywheel for? Okay, 1 second.